imagining it's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. It's ruby red.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live experience with me, Elizabeth Ann Atkins of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing, and our superstar author, Joanie Lindenmeyer, author of Nun Better, an amazing love story. It is such a great book, and Joanie is one of my star book coaching students who wrote this book in 5 months. We published it in under a year. Wouldn't recommend that you try that, but she shows it's possible and that it can be very successful. So, Joanie, so excited that you're here. It's Friday. And as you all know, all you writers out there, Joanie and I are collaborating on 2 books, and we are sharing tips every week on how you can write the best possible book. So, Joanie, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. And good to see you. Happy day to you. Happy Friday. Happy day to everybody.
Yes, it is a happy Friday. So, Joanie, let's talk about today's topic.
Yes, I
You want
love
to?
it. I love it. I know when you and I collaborate on what topics we should talk about, I get pumped up about this one. Why don't you tell us what it's about?
Today, it's all about using social media as an author to promote your book. And Joanie started off with zero. Well, she had a Facebook page, but she really utilized the Facebook page to drum up support, allow people to learn about the book, order the book, and she's done all these wonderful posts. The key word here is to use a social media platform that you're comfortable with. There are so many to choose from, and if you don't like a particular platform, you're not going to do it. You're going to start off with good intentions, thinking you should use it, but if you don't like it, it will not sustain. So, Joanie, let's
Yes.
talk about your strategy that you crafted while you were writing the book. Take it away.
Yes. Okay, fantastic. Well, like you had said, I had a Facebook login and a password, and I hadn't used it probably in 5 or 6 or 7 years. And so when you and Catherine, your sister, my guides, my coaches said, you're going to need something to communicate with everybody. I was like, okay, I guess I better learn this. And I'm a person that you have to learn by doing. And thank goodness, a young person, a former student of mine, Becca Bustamante, invited me out for coffee one day, and I was telling her about the book. And I said, how familiar are you with Facebook? She goes, yeah, I know a lot about it. And I go, will you be my guide? So right then and there, over coffee, downtown Brookings, Oregon, she and I connected, and we decided, let's do some videos. And I didn't even know what that meant. And so she goes, well, you're going to talk about this. Let's make a little theme list. So we had a little notebook of let's talk about this and let's talk about this. And when is the book going to be ready? And how's it going? How do you do it? When we should have some video of you sitting at the computer. We should have some video of how you can see this for the world. And so we just started making these videos, and we said, well, let's start putting them out one time a month. And then as time got closer to the date of March 19th, then we upped the ante and we started having them twice a month posted. And then as it got even closer, we did it every week for the last month, just to build the sensation of this book is coming. This book is coming, and you will have the honor and privilege. Many of you are in this book, and so you definitely want to send this and post this your own way, as well as just spread the word. And
Mhm.
that's how it started. That's how
I
it
love it.
started.
I love it. So it's really important for everybody out there to listen to Joanie and see she's not shy. You can't be shy about promoting your book. You have to be really proud of it. And you have to
Yes.
let the world know it's a calling to write a book. It's your
Yes.
moral obligation to follow that calling and bring the book into the world when you get that calling, because it's not from us humans, it's from spirit, it's from the
Yes.
higher power, God, universe,
Yes.
cosmos, whatever you believe in. And so you must do that book and bring it up and out. So you can't be shy about promoting it. So, Joanie, let's talk about the other cool thing you did with the postcards.
Okay. Okay. Well, I have a few things. I started to tell people, as you said, I'm not very shy, and I'm even more bolder than ever because of this book. We have a story to share, and there's such golden nuggets in it for everybody, whether it's LGBTQ, Catholic, Episcopal, whatever the faith is. There's so many connections, or just the whole love story of Carol and I right there for the beginning. But anyways, I knew everybody would be able to connect. And so I started telling my friends that I'm writing a book. I'm writing a book. It came out of my mouth just like all the time. I'm writing a book. I'm writing a book. And so then I thought, aha, I'm going to do a business card. So I went on to Vista Print, which is, I mean, that's amazing right there for me to go on the internet and do that. And so I came up with a card, a business card that says, I'm writing a book. Well, I have now progressed. I'm going to show you my new one.
I love
Can you see that?
it. Yes.
So now
Wow.
I have, wow, I wrote a book. I
Yes.
wrote a book. Yes.
Uh-huh.
And so it has my email and has my phone number on it. And then on the very back, I have a little quote from the book. Your sister Catherine helped me produce this one. And of course, I
Oh,
wanted your website, which promotes
oh,
my book and my
yeah.
book events and the
Yes.
podcast and the book
Yes.
trailer that have all been a part of that. And so, in fact, I was just out for a walk. I'm in Salt Lake City right now, getting ready for a big book event tomorrow. And Jenny and I were walking, and we met somebody at a coffee stand, and she had a Michigan bag on. And so I said, "Oh, are you from Michigan? My publisher's from Michigan." Long story short, I had one card left in my pocket because I always carry these in my pocket. And she goes, "Oh my gosh, tell me about your book." And so, anyways, that's how it all happens. So
Oh,
that was
I
one
love
big
it.
part. And then as life went on, and the book was beginning to be more and more real, I thought, I need a thank you card. I need a thank you card. And so Catherine, your sister again, said, "Joanie, let's use your logo." And here's the
Nice.
logo.
Your book
And
cover.
then on the very back,
Yeah.
I said, "Catherine, I want something that somebody can just hover over it and go into the website and order it right away."
I
And so she
love
goes,
it.
"Okay, this is what we do." And then,
Wow.
yeah. And then, of course, I sign them all because they're also
Joni, you
anybody buy
froze.
one of these.
Uh-huh. You had frozen for a moment. Can you just repeat that about the back of the uh-oh, you froze again. Oh, there you go. Can you
Am
just
I
talk
here?
about Yes, can you just please repeat what you said about the QR code on the postcard that you're holding
Yes,
up?
yes, yes. So
You froze again. Wow. Okay. Can you hear me?
in the website, of course, they can order the book. Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, you froze again. As soon as I said, please tell us more about the QR code. If you could just
Okay,
do it again.
okay.
I'm sorry.
No worries, no worries. It's my connection here too. And so, anyways, that QR code leads a person to buy the book and to look at my podcast and to look at the book trailer and to look at all the other things inside of your site, which are so good, including all the things we've done. And then, like I said, it's a thank you. So on this side of the paper, I write a little thank you note for them for purchasing the book. Now, if they have purchased the book on Amazon, I ask them for their email address, or if I'm at a book event, I ask them for their email address, and I'll send them a personal private note. It's only a postcard stamp, but to
Yeah.
me, it's something personal. And I like the personal part because everybody I meet has a story, and they may be writing a book someday about their own life.
Yes, yes, Joni, beautiful. So we started off talking about social media, but Joni's really emphasizing the importance of personal interaction wherever you go. She keeps books in her backpack. She sells books wherever. I sell books at the post office, Costco, wherever I meet people and just start talking about my books. And it just happens organically because she and I are both
Yes.
people, whatever, people. We love
People.
people. We'll talk to anybody. We've never met a stranger, and we
True.
love to
You can
share
talk to a
joy.
stick. You are so fun. You can talk to a stick, Elizabeth.
Thanks. Thank you. Whether it's a king or a janitor, a queen, or a person, sweeping the floor, Joni and I have that gift of wanting to share love and joy and peace with every human being that we encounter.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so, as an author with a book that has a powerful message about love, peace, healing, acceptance, celebration of all of us, it just comes naturally to do that. And having a physical postcard with the QR code, which links to the internet. So that's our website is not is linked to social media. So it's all relevant and connected. So you can have the best online presence, but an in-person presence really matters as well. And
Yes.
so Joanie, you also redirect people to your Facebook page for those who
Yes.
want to keep in touch with you. And because your book deals with LGBTQ plus coming out, living free, there's people who aren't out yet and maybe want to contact you privately. So your Facebook page serves as a resource for them to find a mentor in you or some guidance that you love to provide. And as a former Catholic nun, counseling people in a gentle, loving manner is who you are. And so,
Exactly. Exactly. Can I share two really cool stories lately?
of course. Uh-oh, you froze. Can't hear the story yet. So, okay, are you back?
I'm
Uh-oh,
back.
Joan.
I'm back.
Okay.
So, so,
Okay. We
so
did.
two quick little stories. One is that I was hiking in the canyon lands with my sister, and this couple, Joseph and Tish, were phenomenal people, and we were talking and walking with them, and they were Catholic and Filipino, and we were just talking about life, and that led to the book, and then that led to my chrism oil, and Joseph wanted to be blessed, so I was able to bless him with the chrism oil, which was really, really beautiful, and then gave them the card, and then they're going to be in touch because they live in Las Vegas. And so they want to do a Zoom.
Uh-oh, you froze after
We're doing
Zoom.
another hike in Canara Falls, Utah.
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah, and so I
Beautiful.
just heard last night from Monica, and Monica is with a group of people in a book club and lives in Utah. And so they're going to order the book on Amazon. And then we've already scheduled a November 16th date to do a Zoom book club discussion from that. It's like, is that pretty
Wow.
cool social media or what?
Oh, that's so amazing, Joni. Good for you. That is so
Yeah.
cool. So it's really all about touching people, reaching out to people, connecting with people everywhere you go. So Joni's in Utah and she is hiking on all these spectacular red mountains like Moab and other places. And she has the book with her. And
Yes.
have you posted those on your Facebook page, Joanie Lindenmeyer on Facebook?
I think I did one, but I need to do another couple. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you for the suggestion.
you're welcome. She's got these pictures of her on the mountain holding her book, or just the book sitting on the beautiful rocks that have this unique texture. It's really cool. So, Joanie, did you use any other social media while promoting your book, or do you continue to?
Other social media. Well, where I've had the different book events, they've used their own sites to promote it. So
Good,
whether it's
good.
a library or a bookstore, they use their own social media. And
Hmm.
then like Pascal Winery, Dan, he's done quite a few things for Nun Better and for myself.
Hmm.
Catherine has done it through the chamber. The
Hmm.
churches have done it. St. Timothy's has done it. And
Hmm.
they did an entire discussion that was then streamed to all the people who wanted to log into the streaming of it.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I personally didn't do that, but we
Uh-oh, you
make it
faded
even
out.
more happier because of coming from them.
Right. So that's huge. In some cases with the stores where you've had book signings or libraries and such, you don't really have to ask them. You do have to provide the content, the book cover,
Yes.
the synopsis of the book, a bio of you, a photo of you usually. So there is some work for you to share with them to promote on their social media. And then friends, you can ask your friends and colleagues to share your posts on Facebook and wherever else. Many authors use Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. So, Joanie, you are here on YouTube with me. We did the
Yes.
6 week series about the book specifically. Those are all
Yes.
here on the Two Sisters Writing and Publishing YouTube channel. But then we also have, for many weeks now, been doing these weekly talks with writing tips on how to write a book. So you're on YouTube as well, which is social media.
Very cool.
Uh-huh.
And thank you for that, because you I know you are a tech savvy person, and so is Catherine. And I just try to follow your guide. I feel like sometimes I'm a boat in a river and I'm just following you, Captain Elizabeth and Captain Catherine. I'm just on this ride and just keep following my two captains.
Oh, well, you know what, Joanie? So cool, because next week we're going to be talking about the team that you must
Oh,
assemble to publish your book, write and publish and promote your book. The team. It's
mhm.
teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. You can't do it by yourself. Well, you can,
Yes.
but you would be really stressed out and exhausted. And so everybody brings their own expertise to the table on the team. And so that's what we'll be talking about next Friday. So stay tuned for that. But Joanie, why did you choose Facebook over, say, for example, trying to do TikTok if you've never learned TikTok?
Pretty simple. I didn't even know what TikTok was.
Ah, funny.
So that's why I picked Facebook.
Okay.
I guess it was a no-brainer for me. But I've heard of other people that use TikTok, and it works really, really well for them. I know young people use a variety of things, and I just did it that way. That's a good question. Why did I do that? Because I just knew about it.
Right. That's the best answer because, like I said at the beginning, if you don't like a particular platform or if it's completely confusing for you, it's just not going to work. So, another alternative here is to hire someone to do your social media. There's
Oh,
young people who are just eat, sleep, breathe social media and they understand and it's easy for them. You can hire a high school student or a college student to do your social media for you. You can also find a social media manager on places like Fiverr or Upwork, the websites where you can hire a contractor to do the work for you at very reasonable prices. And once you connect with somebody who gets your style, and your strategy, your scheduling, you can that's golden. So if you don't want to do it yourself, if you don't want to figure out TikTok, but you want it to promote your book, which can be very, very successful, find somebody who'll do it for you. You have to pay, but it's a huge, 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 wonderful investment because the return that you'll get on this investment is exponential growth for the promotion of your book and book sales. So,
yes. And everything's a business expense. And we talked about
mhm.
that a little bit last week with finances. And
Yes.
so,
Uh-huh.
yeah, everything that I use and or pay somebody to do,
Mhm.
absolutely. I know it's a business expense.
Yeah. Yeah. So another thing about social media when promoting your book is to know who is your audience. And we did do a whole show about knowing who your book is for, because you have to target that audience, those readers. Where are they? Facebook typically has an older demographic, whereas TikTok has a very young demographic and older people. So just understand which social media sites appeal to who, which readers. And
Yeah.
then just
Elizabeth, what have you used the most in your books? Because you have written a massive amount of books. What did you
thanks.
use?
I love YouTube. So we have the Two Sisters Writing and Publishing YouTube channel, but I also love Instagram. I have my Instagram at Elizabeth Ann Atkins, which is where I just do everything. My fitness videos, because I'm a certified fitness trainer, my daily loving life experiences, my joie de vivre. I have videos and
Oh, I
pictures of
love that
me.
word. I love that.
It's French
Tell
for
everybody what
joy
it
of
means.
life. Well, what, Joni?
Tell everybody what that means.
Yes, it's joie de vivre is
Joie de
French
vivre.
for joy of life. And then when you hear the term, it means love your life, enjoy your life, do what makes you happy, have fun. And so that's my philosophy. I have fun every day and I do little things that make me feel happy. Like here in Michigan, end of September, beautiful weather yesterday. I eat my lunch outside on the patio and I do yoga out there. I clear my energy and I meditate and it's joy for me. And it's just a little hour slice of the day that I treat myself to because it makes the other 23 hours better. And that makes you a better
Awesome.
writer and that makes you more excited. And when you take those breaks, you get ideas for promoting on social media. So,
Yes.
Joni, right now I'm learning TikTok because there's something called book talk. I'm actually going to do a whole show with this wonderful woman who's an expert on it. So stay tuned for that. And all of us can learn from her. But
Cool.
TikTok is a great place for authors to promote their books. So I'm doing a deep dive on how to do that and stay tuned because I'll help you as well. Um,
Yay. Thank you.
yes, thank you. And I also love LinkedIn, if your book is relevant to people on LinkedIn, which is a professional networking site. So if the book is relevant, I will post it on LinkedIn. And memoirs are relevant. Every business person, well, business books are especially appealing to people who have a business, because if you're the expert, you need to have a book about it. If you're a speaker, a business owner, someone who's created something unique, have a book about it, because who do we do business with? The person who literally
Yeah.
wrote the book on the topic.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So,
Oh man.
yeah. So again,
You know,
it's all about knowing your audience.
right.
Um,
Right. You
so,
know what you mentioned, Joy de Vivre? I
uh-huh.
think that should be one of the titles in our next coming two books. Can we have that
Oh,
as a chapter title? That would
yes,
be phenomenal.
in both books. Joanie and I are collaborating to write two books. One is about living joyously free as an LGBTQ plus person, ally, and parent of, and the other one is about healing religious hurts. And so, Joanie, that's relevant to both.
Good. Let's do that. Okay. Let's do that. Put that in your notes.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All
You know,
right.
the other social media, and I'm so grateful, from Nick Alexander. Oh
Oh,
my gosh,
yes.
the book trailer. That has been like hundreds and hundreds of people have watched the book trailer. And I didn't
Yes.
even know what a book trailer was. I knew what a movie trailer was.
Uh-huh.
And that was so fun to produce. And
Yes.
you wrote the script, which was phenomenal, because of course you're
Thank
the
you.
writing genius of America. But you wrote the script for it. And that
Thank
was
you.
so much fun to do.
Thanks, Joni. So, everybody, you can watch Joni's book trailer, which is so good, and it beautifully showcases her energy and passion for what she's doing to help people with
Thank
her
you.
messages. And so, go to twosisterswriting.com, click on Joni's book, which is Nun Better. You'll see it on the homepage. Click on that, and there's a tab where you can watch the book trailer. You can also watch it here on the Two Sisters Writing and Publishing YouTube channel.
Do
It's
you have
so
book
good.
trailers for all your books?
No, a book trailer is an investment, and not everybody wants to make that investment to hire an actual professional film crew. So let me
Uh-huh.
just say, um, Joanie was gifted with
Yes.
Nick Alexander Film Services. He's an extraordinarily talented filmmaker in Oregon. And so I was out in Oregon in March for the book launch with my sister, Catherine, because Catherine Greenspan lives in Ashland, Oregon. She's my business partner and real sister. And so we were there to celebrate Joanie's book launch, spectacular events, but we also filmed her book trailer in this
Yes.
gorgeous condo. And I wrote the scripts, as Joanie said. We did the long one and some shorter ones. And then Nick and his crew came with their excellent skills and interviewed all of us, got B-roll of Joanie walking in a park. It's a video, beautiful, put it all together, and it's really spectacular. So that's a wonderful investment you can make as an author to showcase, just like you watch a movie trailer to decide, do I want to watch this movie? Well, same with a book. A book trailer
Yes.
is a video that showcases the author and the themes of the book. So, Joanie, thank you for bringing that up. And thank you, Nick Alexander, for your
Yes.
excellent work.
Yeah, and thanks to Dan and a whole bunch of other, you and Dan and Catherine were in it with me, and I know my
Yeah.
sister was Gail the day we did it, and
Yes.
that was a very profound experience to go through that.
Mhm.
Take one, take two, take
Yeah.
three.
Yeah. Yeah. So Daniel Perry Walkup is Joanie's godson. He's in the book. He's actually who introduced us to Joanie last summer. And amazingly, it's only been a year, Joanie, just over a year
I know,
that I
I
met
know.
you, started
I
coaching
pinch
you.
myself.
I know. It was just amazing. It's a synchronicity there of who you
Yes,
know and they introduce, and it just has this tremendous ripple effect with a win-win-win for everybody involved. So
yep.
Joanie,
And
and
I think that's to me, one of the biggest points is whoever I talk to, even though I'm talking about my book, because it's personal to me, I know that everybody has a story in them, and whether they actually publish that book or not, but to still write down and have something in print that they can give their family as a legacy and or move on, and who knows, I never thought I would be an author, Elizabeth, and I bet you there's people right now that you and I talk to or listening to this that they're going, well, why not? I could do that too. And yes, you can.
uh-huh, Uh-huh. Absolutely. You can. Everybody should write a book because first of all, it explores who you are in your life. You have to look back on your life and write about it and feel it and reflect. And it also
Mm-hmm,
helps you assess where you are today and where you want to go
mm-hmm,
with the
mm-hmm,
rest of your days. Like
mm-hmm,
when I wrote
mm-hmm.
my memoir, God's Answer is No: Lessons from a Spiritual Life, it made me reflect on all that I still want to achieve. And so we don't know how many days we have left. So it really puts some fire under your feet to get cracking on your goals. And that and
And to
leaving,
be grateful for what you have had. I'm so
yes,
thankful, so grateful. Oh my gosh.
yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Gratitude is the key. And so also leaving the legacy in your own words for your family. Usually the only synopsis of a person's life happens when someone else writes their obituary after they're dead. Don't let that be you. Write your story in your words for everybody. You don't have to publish it. You can write it on a notebook. Who cares? Or
Yeah.
make a video of it on your phone, a series of, oh, my
Ooh,
best stories,
ooh,
or here's my life. Do something to leave for your family because once people are gone, they're gone with all their stories, their oral history. And then when
mhm.
you sit down to write your memoir and your parents aren't here anymore, you can't ask them any questions,
Right,
you know,
right.
or
And
whoever
that's the
the,
power of journaling too. Whether you,
yeah,
you call it a journal, you're writing a book. As I was talking to those three people in our walk today when I got my coffee, it's like, you know what? Journal your experiences right now. You're pre-med students. Write down these things that you're experiencing. Put them
yeah.
down.
Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. So, Joanie, anything else about social media? Because social media, when you write posts, it's a form of journaling in real time.
Mhm.
Anything else you want to share?
I guess I just like the word social because to me, that's what it's all about, Elizabeth.
Uh-huh.
And you
Uh-huh.
said it that you love people. I love people. And if
Joanie, you
you don't love
froze.
people, you know what? People love you anyway.
Sweet.
It's
Love that.
true. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
And so I
Mm-hmm.
like that word social.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I want to ask a real quick question, then we'll wrap up. What about generating content? You had Becca shooting video for you. When
Yes.
you generate content for Facebook, is it based on events or moments, or how do you decide what to post?
Oh my gosh. See, you're so good with questions. No wonder you're an interviewer. You're a professional interviewer. Um, when we did the original ones for the book, we had and sat down and we created our topics of what we wanted to be included in there, which would guide the person for the launch. The goal was the launch. Now that I'm doing Facebook, I'm doing two things because I'm promoting None Better, all the book events where I am, and I'm doing things like a thank you theme or an acknowledgement theme of people that are just so I'm so grateful for that they're in my life, and for all the people that buy the book. I'm just so impressed. I mean, I never used to spend $20 for a book, Elizabeth, and now here I am selling a book for $20, and it's meaningful to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it makes me emotional, in fact. Then people, and I know $20 for some people, it's hard to come by. It's
Mm-hmm.
hard to come by. And then I think of the people that have one theme was Christmas gifts. People wanted to start buying this book as a Christmas gift for somebody. That's
Mm-hmm.
so touching. So,
Yeah.
yes, I have themes and yes, I have topics. And then sometimes I just feel like I just need to blab something out and I don't know why. And I think that's that spirit connection thing. And it's like God is telling me to say something or whatever for that purpose, for a
Mm-hmm.
spiritual purpose.
Mm-hmm. I love that. That's beautiful. So you follow your inner guidance. We all have
Yes,
that
all the
inner
time.
voice. Yes, good. The inner voice could be your higher self, your spirit, God, Jesus,
Mhm.
ancestors, angels, the universe, whatever your belief system is, there's that voice inside of you. And it's never
Yes,
wrong. It guides you.
totally true. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah. So I just heard a woman on YouTube talk about how in a moment she heard that voice within her spiritual voice tell her to take a picture of her mother shopping because it was like a quintessential moment that explained her philosophy on life. And she posted it. It might have been a video, I don't know, and it went viral. And if she had ignored the inner urging, she wouldn't have gone viral to build her platform online. I have chills.
Yes.
So
Oh, that's beautiful.
yeah,
That's
beautiful.
beautiful.
So you have to listen in those tiny moments because that can be life-changing.
You bet.
So yeah.
And those are miracles. I call those
Mm-hmm.
little miracles throughout the day. Yes.
Yes. Little miracles. I believe in miracles. I absolutely believe in miracles. They happen to me a lot, and I'm very grateful.
Yeah. So can I end with one question to you? You always ask me if there's anything more to say, but I
Sure.
want to ask you, you've been doing this work for years. Has your social media changed or improved in that time period in reaching people?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, definitely. I'm more in tune with what people are trying to hear. Like you have a list of questions people have asked you at all your book signing events. So
Yes.
I know the questions that people ask me as a publisher, as a book coach, as an editor, as an author. I know those questions. And so I try to address those questions with all the things that I do. And really, what it boils down to is finding the courage to follow the calling to write that book, and then having the courage, again, like you have, to promote it
Mhm, mhm.
tirelessly with extreme exuberance and excitement.
Yeah.
So definitely. And also, Joni, like I said, I'm learning TikTok. We have
Right.
someone to do our new Instagram for Two Sisters Writing and Publishing. And so I'm always trying to learn. And for YouTube, I'm trying to learn more and more about how to be successful on YouTube as a company, as an author, as a book coach, so it's a huge learning process and things are always changing. So
Yes.
the key to success is staying on top of that.
And I think you shared last week that even these YouTube podcasts that you and I are doing, you're going to put on another platform, another thing.
Yes, thank you for bringing that up. So I am working to
They just be
make
on. You're going to go.
we're creating this is on YouTube, but we're creating a podcast that's audio on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio podcasts, all the popular podcasting platforms, transforming all of these interviews into an audio podcast, which reaches a whole different audience of people who like
Wow.
to listen to podcasts while they're walking or working or driving. So yeah, we're always expanding to the next platform that can help get our message out.
Exactly. And I've had so many people just they're enthralled with that I'm going to be having an audio book because
Uh-huh.
they either
Uh-oh, Joni, you froze.
works or they're in their car a lot. I met somebody the other day, they drive an hour and a half one way to work, an hour and a half home, and what do they do in the car? It's podcasts and music. And I thought,
Yes.
oh my gosh.
Nice. Beautiful. Well, Joni, I think we've given people a pretty robust overview of social media for book promotions and author promotions. There's so much more. We could talk for a week about this topic. But the bottom line is find a social media platform that works best for you and know who you're talking to. Get the right hashtags, which you can Google best hashtags for memoir about LGBTQ plus love. And Google will tell you which are the best hashtags. That's really important because the hashtags connect you with people who are following those hashtags. And that's how you can connect with your audience. So make sure you do your research, and also keywords are really important. So do some research on keywords, which we could talk about for a month. That's a huge topic unto itself, the SEO power of what you post. So anyway,
Well, I
all
hope
of
I
you,
hope people will make a comment to you or ask a question because you really are a guru with this, you and Catherine. So people out there, please, friends, give a little response back to Catherine and Elizabeth right here from this podcast. If you have any comments or thoughts or questions, I know they will help you. They've helped me immensely. They will help you too.
thank you so much, Joanie. You're so awesome. You are so great. I appreciate you
Well,
immensely.
well, thank you. And likewise,
Right. Teamwork
teamwork makes
makes
the
the
dream
dream
work, I've
work.
heard. I can.
Yes.
I can.
Woo! I love it. Love it. Love it. All right, everybody. I hope you've gotten some really wonderful guidance here that's helpful to boost your success as an author. Please do drop a comment, leave us a question. We'd love to answer any questions that you have. And I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing. Please do visit twosisterswriting.com. If you'd like to write a book, I am starting my next book coaching program, 6 months to best-selling book success, starting October 12th, 2023. And I also am a private book coach, so you can work with me at any time in private sessions. Please let me know. I'd love to help you. And Joanie Lindenmeyer, superstar author of Nun Better, an amazing love story. Woohoo! And Joanie, your book signing tomorrow. If anybody's listening or watching, where can they go and meet you and get your book?
It's at Under the Umbrella Bookstore in Salt Lake City, and I don't have the address in my head.
Oh,
It's
Under
from
the
2
Umbrella
o'clock.
Bookstore. Just Google it.
Yep, from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and you'll be seeing the book trailer. You'll hear some readings. You'll hear a little bit of my spiel, and I'll be able to autograph your personal book, and we will have a great time.
Wonderful, wonderful. Joanie's traveling a lot, and she has book signings wherever she goes. So this is late. If you're in Salt Lake City, Utah, you get to meet Joanie Lindenmeyer and get her book autographed, see the book trailer, and hear her talk, which is very powerful. So thank you, Joanie. This has been amazing. And everybody, we will see you next week. So thank you, Joanie. Any parting words?
Thank you so much. And everybody have a beautiful day. Do something that makes you happy, and big, big hugs and love, because that's what this world is all about.
Yes, yes, yes. Big hugs to everybody and happy writing. We will see you next week. Thank you.
You bet. All right. Bye-bye. Love you, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye,
Bye.
Elizabeth.
Bye-bye.